Welcome back to the Backseat Critics. I'm RJ.
My name's Andrew.
And today we have a terrible movie that we don't even really want to review, but we are going to review it anyways, because this is what we do.
Oh, unfortunately.
Sadly. This is, we're going to review Zombies.
Yeah.
Yes, that terrible Disney disaster.
2018, surprisingly our first not Kenny Ortega musical.
Wow, yeah. No, wait, we did in our Dark Ages Under Wraps.
Not a musical.
Touche. Okay, so first musical without Kenny.
Poor Kenny.
Rest in peace.
And I got
Disney fired you, obviously. 'Cause they continue to make two more of these. So
oh god, yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I gotta say, like the choreography with the dances here, it shows
there's no Kenny.
That there's no Kenny.
Some of these dances were a lot better though than what we've seen in previous movies.
I gotta disagree.
The one with the zombies inside the little warehouse thing.
That was cool, but they could have played up, I don't know, the bit about being a zombie. Had the dance be a little bit clumsier.
Sure, but when he bounced back and then hit the floor and bounced back up.
All right, that was smooth. That was
pretty good dang move. Like,
yeah.
And most of these dances did come from a cheerleading standpoint.
That's true. So that's one thing that I had a problem with out of a lot of things. We've got a long list to go through here. Why do we care about cheerleading? When there's a football team going on.
Because they suck.
It's like halfway through the movie they forgot like that football was just like half the plot between her and him.
They suck. That team sucked. Remember, they haven't won for ages.
Yeah.
And so they took a steroided zombie to win games.
Quick question. So are they playing against themselves? Because at the school, they've got both teams' colors in like the classes and in the lunchroom and stuff like that. There's students wearing the opponent's jerseys.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, watch it after, I think, the first game in the lunch scene. One of the cheerleaders' friends has got the blue and yellow or whatever instead of the
pink and green. Did not catch that.
Yeah. I just thought that was kind of odd. Just
Small town.
I guess.
Where are we going to start? You're going to go segments? How are we going to do this today?
Let's do the full movie, but let me just turn my
The
gain up.
full movie. As we turn up the Andrew is terrible today, guys. Just so you know, he took forever and a half. I could have took a poop and came back and had this thing set up. So
I'm sorry, guys. There we go.
Yeah, so we could have made a sandwich and came back by now. By the time how long it took him to set up.
I'm sorry, RJ, man. I failed you.
Could have made a bowl of popcorn, watch this terrible movie again, then said, as he's trying to caress me with his feet. I'm my feet guy.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I dropped the ball on this one.
Anyways, so we want to review the whole movie first. Is that your thing?
Yeah. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be segmenting our review into a few different sections.
Okay. First segment
is we're just going to discuss the movie.
Or just discussing the movie. Okay. Terrible. Let's move on. Next.
Segments.
So we start, we got Zed
the zombie.
The zombie, granted, came from a lime soda.
Yeah. That
meltdown.
spilled onto. So question. At the start of the movie, they say that happened 50 years ago. And these kids are now going to college. He's a freshman. So
is it college? I thought it was high school.
Sorry. He was in high school, and he's now a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
So, being that this is his first time going, we can kind of assume that he's not 50 years old.
No.
So how are zombies reproducing here?
I was curious about that, too, because they were talking about babies and stuff like that, too. I was just kind of like...
He's got the little... the daughter that's like, I don't know, what, 6?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'd be afraid that thing breaks off.
When two zombies get together, are they having a zombie child? And when a zombie and a non-zombie get together...
Does that happen? I guess, I don't want to spoil it, but there's a lot more into this now.
Oh, really?
This is not what everything is not what it seems. Wizard Replay shout out right there.
Oh, okay.
So there's a lot more than what we think. We'll get into those in the next movies. Sorry, I skipped ahead.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. I haven't seen.
It's okay. We'll continue.
Yeah, not looking forward to going through the rest of them. Sorry, I'm still adjusting.
Oh my goodness, this guy. Like I said, had taken a poop, came back. Anyway, so we got a spill, and we get these zombies segregated out of the town.
Yeah.
And they're going to go to school.
There's a little fence separating the zombie town from the... What was the main town called?
Seabrook?
Yeah.
Seabrook. I think is impressive is that the little zombie town actually did not look that bad.
No.
For what it was.
Looked like it was shot in Brooklyn.
Yeah, but like more outdoorsy with the lights and stuff outside, and
yeah,
seemed a little bit more fun.
A lot more relaxed.
Mm-hmm. And then we figure out that this we got this girl.
What's her name?
Yep, that's what I thought too.
Addison.
And she's got a little white streak in her hair.
Not just a white streak.
Whole thing of white, I guess.
Yeah, she wears this blonde wig over like white hair, and she thinks that people would care because it's still basically blonde.
Yep, this town is something special.
Yeah. The whole color palette is just pastels. Just everything is pastels. And she's got to wear a blonde wig over her little bit brighter blonde hair.
And she's obsessed with cheerleading.
Absolutely loves cheerleading.
Like the same as the whole town.
Mm-hmm. Though I've never cared about cheerleading. Ever.
But this town loves it.
They lose their mind over it.
It is their sport. And cheerleading is not a sport.
I mean, so we're jumping ahead here. And at the very end, they have that big competition for the cheerleaders.
Oh, hell. Okay.
Like,
yes,
the whole town.
Let's jump to the end because let's move on. Let's jump to the end. Yes. 100%. Let's go. Fantastic. Don't worry. If you guys really want to know what happens in the movie, Zombie gets steroided up in football, gets caught taking zombie roids, and now we're at the end at a cheerleading competition. Let's go.
Yeah,
finally.
They eventually take down the fence because, I don't know, they're doing this kind of, just quick aside, I might cut this. It seems like a kind of distasteful parallel to actual segregation.
Sure. I mean, back in the day, this could have been something you could have maybe seen. I mean, I don't know, something along these lines. But also, too, we got to think this is kind of a West Side Story.
Yeah.
This is a West Side. This is a Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
This is the same story.
Fortunately, he's already dead.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, anyways, at the very end, this competition that they go to, the whole town is there. The stadium is packed just to watch some kids jump around.
Jump around.
And I'm not an expert, but they're dancing to music. Isn't that kind of like a dance team instead of a...
So the cheerleading competitions actually normally have some sort of music.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So yes, this is actually a legitimate cheerleading competition.
I just remember during assemblies in high school, we just sat there in silence while the cheerleaders just danced around, and it was awkward for everyone.
Because our school didn't give two craps about our cheerleading squad.
And neither should the movie.
Sure, yes. Not this much.
No.
Way too much here.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Way too much. So, are we going to go into like these little things that we noticed about this movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a scene where it's early on. There's cheerleading tryouts where Addison's trying out for the team.
Okay.
Do we not notice some of these people in there, like what they look like? There's legitimately a man that looks like he's like he should be the captain or the coach. He should be the coach.
I miss this guy.
He's a legitimate man, and I'm just like, what the heck? And he makes the team actually.
I miss this guy.
He looks creepy as heck, too. Like, if Mr. Krupp was a real person from Captain Underpants, this is him right here.
Okay. Now I got to go back and rewatch that, but I'm not going to.
No.
I don't know this. Unless he's in the next
I took a picture,
movies.
actually, so I can show you later.
Really? Yeah. Shoot that over to me.
Yes. But it is a terrible, like, how is this guy still in high school?
They're doing the Dawson's Creek thing here too, where a chunk of the actors in high school are actually our age. They're 30.
Oh, no, it's more than that. Some of them, yeah.
Older?
This guy's definitely older. He has to be. He looks like he should be my accountant. He looks like he should be a teacher. Like, he's definitely a teacher-looking body, like a gym teacher looking. But no, when I saw that, I was like, wait a second. What in the fudge?
And so they're super strict and cutting people left and right at the beginning for like the tryouts.
For any little thing.
But then his cousin can just sweet talk her cousin.
Her friend.
Her
The
friend into the team.
Yeah, and that was kind of, you watch it and you're like, really?
Whoa.
You see the picture?
Whoa. Yeah.
He old, right?
Yeah.
That's my accountant. Not really.
This dude looks like my dad.
You should be a realtor or something. Like, you look there and you're like, what in the world? Like, how did this guy get in here?
Yeah, thank
you know
you
what?
for this, because we got a thumbnail now.
He's on the team too, and you're like, what in the heck?
Oh man, he's massive.
The thing is funny too about this whole thing. Okay, skip into another scene here.
Okay, go ahead.
So I want to skip to the scene where they're in the basement. Zombies are in the basement now.
Yeah.
They thought that they're going to go to a school.
They're being taught by the janitor,
The janitor.
who's
So-
also a zombie.
Yes, who's also a zombie. And if this town is so against zombies and against them being in there, how does this zombie have a job at a school, at being the janitor, and all of a sudden being a teacher now?
Yeah,
Hmm.
seems odd.
Mm-hmm.
Seems more. I don't know. That bugged me more as like just bad script writing, just because.
It was a bad movie.
Yeah,
That's
I
all.
don't need to say much more than that. I mean, what else can you say?
I mean, we can go through the other scenes.
Yeah,
I don't
let's
know what
go
other
for
scene
it.
you want to go for, but I mean, we can talk about the dad. You saw the dad, Addison's dad.
That's true. That's
One
true.
minute he looks like Bryan Cranston, the other minute he looks like Tom Hanks. Who is this guy? He is a actor of sort. Like, he is the best actor in the movie.
I thought he looked a bit like for a sec like Ewan McGregor.
Exactly. When you first see him, you're like, Bryan Cranston's in this movie.
Right?
I'm just like, whoa, we're in Breaking Bad. Are we? That's how the zombies came. The meth. He took meth wrong, and now
Did you see?
we got a movie.
There would be a better movie. So much
Methed
better.
out
Movie.
zombies. Let's get going.
Did you notice on his shirt he's got like 3 buttons lined up? Did you make out what that was?
No.
I kept trying to see what that was.
Well, he was the chief of police, basically.
Oh, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
I missed that line
He's
of
like-
dialogue.
Well, that's when the police,
It's probably
so Addison gets busted for being at this underground zombie party.
Mm-hmm.
Good dance moves. But anyways, gets busted at underground dance party. And when the police came back, that's why he wasn't leaving. Like, he kept on trying to leave, and Dad kept on talking.
Yeah, I remember that scene. I just thought that he was just holding the officer up.
No, that's because that's his boss.
Gotcha. That makes a lot more sense. Good to know. There's the scene where all the zombies lose control of their little wristband.
Oh, the 3 of them?
Yeah. I was hoping just a little bit we would see, I don't know, somebody get their brains eaten.
Well,
Just a little bit.
what I thought was stupid about that whole thing and that whole plot right there was they decided let's wreck these bands. But first, they didn't even think about getting out of the way or leaving before wrecking them. They're like, "Oh yes, we did it. Oh crap!"
And now we're still here.
And they are rabid.
Yeah, they are. And they're worried about being trapped, and they're in an open field right next to a forest, and there's no fence surrounding the field. So I don't know what what they're worried about.
So what I would be worried about actually from that standpoint is that there's 3 of them coming from different directions. You only have one more direction to go.
That's all right. All right.
And
Also,
honestly,
we're doing the running zombies thing.
Dude, those
in
guys
this
are
movie
fast.
Too. Yeah,
they're fast
yeah,
and strong.
very strong. Not a lot of the zombie makeup in this movie either. Just pale skin, kind of greenish hair.
Wait, are we getting into costumes?
No,
Yeah,
just
so-
talking about.
Okay, so we can hold that off to the costumes. 'Cause
All right,
there's
all
a
right,
lot to get
fine.
into there.
Audience, I just got my wrist slapped by RJ over here.
Anyways, but yeah,
So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this movie. It was
it's
just
basic. It's an easy plot.
Yeah, it's Romeo and Juliet, school segregated, and they're zombies that suppress their zombie appetite with some wristbands that get hacked by cheerleaders.
And yes, they're a big cheerleading fan company, crew, school. They even have this whole, impressive budget by the school, actually.
So many banners just for the captain of the cheerleading
To rip
squad.
through.
Yeah.
To rip through. He rips through so many banners.
He jumps from 2 stories up on that reveal.
Yes, I was impressed by that when I saw it the second time around. I was just like, what
Yeah,
in the world?
lands it, which was nice job on the stunt guy. But what was he jumping from? Because behind that banner was just another banner.
I don't know if he had like a trampoline real quick.
Maybe.
Even then, that's some serious trampoline skills to jump up that high.
And then tear through a banner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe he
insane.
came through the rafters.
It's just
Even then, I'm surprised he
just
didn't
dropped.
break both his legs at that point.
better movie. Better movie. Absolutely better movie.
By the way, this is the villain we're talking about in this movie.
Yeah, the cheerleading.
Bucky? Is that his name? Chucky? Lucky?
I think it was
Bucky?
Bucky. Yeah, Bucky Buchanan
Yeah.
or Buchanan.
Talk about a guy who's full of himself. Hot dang.
Yeah, this guy was so hopped up on himself. He's got banners all over the school for himself. We didn't learn any of the football players' characters' names or anything outside of the Zed, the zombie.
Besides the fact they hated Zed for the most part in the beginning.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy's he's walking tall.
And hating on Zed.
Yeah, for massive chunks of the movie, and trying to get Addison to not see Zed anymore. Again, see Romeo and Juliet.
It's Tybalt.
It's kind of lame how forgettable this movie was. They could have really played up the zombie side, and they chose not to.
Could have done better.
All right, do you want to jump into costumes?
Costumes by Andrew and RJ.
No,
Part 1. Zombies. I am sorry for doing this to you guys. But please like and subscribe us after this. Costumes in the making. Costumes by RJ and Andrew. So we're going to get into the costumes here. And let's just say, first off, whitewashing.
Go. I don't know. Expand that thought, man.
Well, let's look at it. Zed's one of Zed's friends.
Yeah.
One of his best friends right here. Obviously an African-American actress, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whitewashed. I mean, there's something called blackface. That was a whiteface. They definitely made her try to look as zombie and pale as possible. Why not just pale down her skin and not try to make it so she seemed like she was a white person to begin with?
Again, they should have really played up the zombie side. Have some stitches. Have some decomposing flesh. What was that? What was that
Instead
movie?
of just pale, pasty skins and green hair.
Yeah.
That's all it was. And then, was it green clothes that they had to wear basically with a Z on it somewhere?
Mostly, yeah. Warm Bodies, I think was the movie. It's like 2012
Yep.
or so.
Yep, I
With
remember that.
the kid that played Beast. I think that handled that whole look of the zombie better.
Yeah,
A little bit.
a little bit better, yeah.
Because, he looked dead.
You actually look like a zombie.
Man, what are you doing?
Anyways, but no, these costumes are terrible.
Yeah. His
Booty cheeks.
no
Not-
booty cheeks.
Not his booty cheeks, but the costumes are booty cheeks.
His friend that was doing the computer stuff, I kept trying to figure out what her earrings were, and like every like every day that they were at school, there was something different. I think one day there was like a little capacitor, like a computer chip and capacitor, and I don't know, it looked like a ribbon cable on the other side. Another day it was like I think it was just like a clump of cables, and I couldn't make out what was on the other side. But yeah, they just kept swapping out what was on each side. I appreciated that. It gave me something to do because the plot was not doing it.
Well, I mean, Addison was basically running around in pajamas almost the whole time, it looks like.
Yeah, it does.
So that outfit looked straight up like pajamas the whole time.
Yeah, it did. It was not good. They just chose like the most pastel, bland colors, and I know that's kind of what they're doing, but they could have put a little bit more effort towards it.
And then Bucky's running around in sequins outfits almost.
Yeah, the last scene, he's got like some shiny jumpsuit on. That was about it.
Not a lot into this movie for costumes.
No, they...
Pretty simple, pretty easy going. Just zombies, gotta know they have green hair, white, like pasty skin, I guess. It looks like they put a powdered makeup all over them.
They dyed the hair barely.
Some of the hair looked terrible when they dyed it.
Yeah, it did. It looks so fake.
What's curious to me is that actually one point Zed does look a little, you can tell he's a little human looking.
Yeah.
I wonder, I mean, you can tell though, like in his hair, the flecks of green in there.
Oh, I missed that.
But it's curious, what's curious to me is that how many times have zombies tried to do that in this movie?
Eat people?
No, like turn into more of a human being with mess with that band.
I don't know. I would assume a few times because he was warned against it.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that some zombies tried before him.
Oh, yeah. Well, I meant to look like a human being, though.
Yeah. And he was able to look like a human being for, I don't know, half a day.
Yeah, before the football game.
Yeah. And then he just lost control. Lost
You
control.
see that?
You
Your
can just
chair
shove that out of
attacked
the
me.
way.
It attacked me.
You shove that out of the way, man.
It's a personal attack. I can't move. It's okay.
All right. I'm sorry, man.
All right. What's the next segment we got here then?
Oh no, I was going to say let's list our top 3 costumes. They're all crap, but let's
Bonzo.
go for it. Gonzo?
Bonzo. He looked like the guy from. Why? You know what? I had it in my head, and now I just can't. I just lost it. It's an Australian show. Played on Disney Channel.
Wild Thornberries?
That's Nickelodeon.
My bad, guys.
Oh my goodness! Why can I think of that? The Doodle Bops. He looked like the Doodle Bops.
Oh. I have not seen that, so...
Well, look up the Doodle Bops and tell me they're just like, oh, you know what would look really great on this guy? The Doodle Bops outfit. And now we got Bonzo.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely...
That's exactly what it is. He's a Doodle Bop.
That's exactly him.
So I give him top number 1 just because he's the hero of the movie anyways. So
was he?
I think so. His story was the best story about all of them. Can't speak English. Speaks only zombie.
Has an excellent voice when he sings and plays, it looked like a French horn or something.
Yep. Bonzo.
Bonzo?
He was heartless. Or not heartless. He was innocent throughout the whole movie.
Okay.
Bonzo number 1. Number 2, I'm going to give it to the coach.
Really?
Because he looked like a coach.
You know what? I can't argue with that. It's so simple, and it's something that they overlook for most of the movie. So, yeah.
Shout out to the coach, by the way. He had the simple life goals that everybody should actually have. He wanted to move out of his parents' place, wanted a car, wanted just to eat it out once in a while.
Encouraged one of his players to take essentially steroids.
We can relate to this guy.
Yeah. It's a shame he didn't get more screen time. Does he get more screen time in the next 2 movies?
It's still the same.
Okay.
He's kind of like the coach or the cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, almost.
Gotcha.
That's what he seemed like. Or have you ever seen that show, Powerless?
I haven't.
Oh. Well, there's a character in the show Powerless who's very similar.
Okay.
Definitely worth a watch.
Okay. Number three, dude.
Number 3. Do you not have one?
No, I'm waiting for you to be done.
Oh, you do have them lined up.
Yeah.
You have 3 lined up. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know we were going to do 3 like this. Number 3, I'm going to give it to... I'm going to give it to that janitor. The zombie janitor.
Is it because he looked like a janitor?
Yes, he looked like a janitor with green hair. This is why. He had a great janitor outfit. Perfect. Those are my 3 top outfits.
I did love the janitor's attitude of, hey, I just
became
work here.
Yep. What you got?
All right, number 1. I'm gonna go with Eliza. The friend.
Friend. Okay, because you like the
earrings gave me something to do throughout the whole movie.
Okay.
It was more entertaining to try to figure out what her earrings were than actually watch the movie.
What's number 2?
Number 2, I was thinking Bucky.
The Vampire Slayer?
Right.
The Zombie Slayer, I guess. In this movie.
that would be a better movie.
This guy ate zombies' houses. We got to take him down.
No, it's just sometimes his outfits were just ridiculous.
Okay.
Mostly thinking like the last outfit that was just so shiny.
Sequenced. And
Yeah.
What do we got for number 3?
Number 3, I'm with you with the janitor.
Looks like a janitor.
Because he looks like a janitor.
Yep.
It's as simple as that.
Simple.
I mean, if only they could have put forth that effort towards, I don't know, the police chief and made him look like, I don't know,
The
a police chief?
He's something like that. He's like the head of the zombie busting team or something like that. What do we got for...
It's like a Gestapo for zombies.
Is this exactly what it is?
All right, so next thing.
Yes. What's the next thing?
Sets.
Sets. Let's talk about sets, baby.
Just you and me.
So let's talk about these sets.
All right.
Are we going to do top 3 sets too? Is that what we're going to nail us with right now?
I was thinking let's talk about it overall, and then we'll wind it down to top 3.
Okay, best overall set.
Yeah.
Best overall set.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Hold on.
Listen,
Let me go first here.
Okay.
Because I think I know what you're going to go with.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Is it the zombie dance hall?
Yes, the underground. That is the best one.
That was my number 1, yeah.
That is definitely like
by far
underground rave.
It reminded me of like the Ninja Turtle movies, like the Foot Clan.
Yeah, kinda.
Where they got the whole skateboarding and part going on inside in a warehouse.
I think you could kind of go down there and think of underground parties, like clubs or something along those lines. Of this is a very
German raves
exclusive
of the 1990s.
dance.
Yeah.
You got to be somebody to probably get in here, or drugs. Drugs are flying throughout that place.
What kind of drugs do you think zombies take?
Brains that died from meth.
So you don't think they're just taking straight up drugs?
They still eat brains in that movie, if you caught that.
I
don't know where they get the brains from. I don't know if they're eating animal brains or what it is.
Do you think they're eating people from Seabrook that died?
I think they probably are eating animal brains of some sort. That's why they don't want to give these zombies animals.
Okay. Because his daughter did get a dog at the end. So what are they eating at the end? And in the next movies, is it still brains?
Yes.
Okay. I still think it's people in Seabrook who died of, like, I don't know, a heart attack.
You know what? Let's go back for a second here.
All right.
To costumes, actually. Very much like the Plants vs. Zombies.
All right.
Okay. That's all I got to say. Okay. Now back to sets.
All right.
Sets, though. Underground, definitely the best.
Yeah. Yeah, hands down.
Hands down.
Hands down. Little light bulb room. It was a lot of lights.
Number 2. What do you have number 2?
I did not have sets lined up, so you know what? Why don't you take that one?
Number 2. Well, now since you had me rank costumes, I think, well, why not? Why not? You put this on me, so now we're gonna do this, and feels bad to be on the spot, doesn't it?
So I'm still taking the lead here.
Oh no, I know what I have for number 2.
All right. You know, Boiler Room.
You know what I was gonna say? The zombie area. Town.
Oh, like the outside.
Mm-hmm. That is the second best set.
You know, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think of that as a set, to be honest. But yeah.
You know what the third best set is?
What?
The football field, because it looks like a football field.
I was gonna say Boiler Room for 2 because it kind of looks like a boiler room and a storage room.
Sure, give or take.
For a school with a budget like that, I don't know. They managed to fit in a boiler and some pipes. It was the most effort I saw put into the movie outside of the zombie area.
Actually, there's one scene. If we're going to talk about effort in this movie, there's actually one scene where you can tell they actually put effort into it. And it does include that boiler room.
Oh, was it the end credits?
No, when when the bell rings for school.
Okay.
And the kids are getting to their classes and stuff, and classes already started, the principal's there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not catch the zombie sneaking into the class like he is running late?
No.
That is effort right there, I think, actually, because that actually kind of does happen in high school. There's always a kid that's going to come in late.
Okay. Sorry,
That was
guys.
a snore.
My dog is ruining the podcast. It's just snoring away.
So I think that was a good effort, though.
Okay. I missed that the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 for me is the interior of little jungle, the zombie rave.
Yes.
Number 2 for me was the boiler room.
Okay.
Number 3, I did not think this through.
Downtown Zombie.
Probably, yeah, I'm going to go Downtown Zombie.
Downtown Zombie.
Downtown Zombie.
All right. They weren't...
They called it Zombieland a few times, too.
Sure. Wonder how they got away with that.
Also, better movie.
Yes. I mean, it's
Like,
Bill Murray in it, so...
Hands down better.
Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And you also have Woody Harrelson and
Jesse Eisenberg.
Emma Stone.
I listed all the actors I remember from that movie, so I'm done. Tapped out. So yeah, we named her there.
There's not some of these. I mean, the underground definitely looked really cool. The outside looked kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, these sets though, outside of that, the High School Musical school looked a lot more schoolier than this.
Yeah, it did.
Had more of a school vibe than this. This didn't seem. Granted, I know it's a little town of Seabrook, and they say that's a little town of Seabrook, but you got to choose between how much money does this budget really have? Is this like a really big, expensive school? Or are we just going to... Because they made it seem like it was an expensive school.
These hallways in the school were like 20 feet wide.
Yes.
They're massive. And
this
the
is a nice
lockers,
school.
spotless, not a dent in them. Tiny school.
This is a nice school.
They've got a like 30-foot like little placard thing of their little shrimp logo backlit all around the little outline of that.
But this school
Tiny
also...
school.
It looked empty a little bit, too. Or felt empty.
Well, it felt empty because it's so big, and
True.
frankly, they didn't pack it with extras.
True. It's so
Multiple
hard
sets.
to review.
Yeah, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Don't watch it.
Yeah, save your time, your money, and your friends.
I would say if you really want to listen to the soundtrack, some of the songs are decent. Some of them are... They grow
Hard
on
disagree.
you.
Hard disagree.
Some of them, I put some of them on my work soundtrack.
Oh, boy.
Because I have to have a family-friendly work soundtrack.
Oh, do you really?
And I don't want to... Well, yeah, because I play it all throughout the office.
Oh.
I can't have be listening to the same ones over and over again.
Gotcha.
So I think some of them, those songs I was able to put on because it's... To me, it wasn't something that I was like, if this came on, is this going to annoy me? No. Okay, you're going on this playlist.
Like the movie, they're forgettable.
Forgettable, sure, yes.
I would disagree with you on the songs, though. They're not good.
I would fight that these songs are better than High School Musicals.
Okay, yeah, I can agree with you there.
High School Musical maybe had 1 or 2 good songs throughout the whole movie that I would listen to.
Yeah.
This one maybe had 3.
Better than High School Musical, yeah. Yeah, my final thoughts, don't watch this. It's free to watch on Disney Plus. Don't do it. It's an hour and a half that you're not going to get back, and it's an hour and a half that you can spend with your loved ones because No.
So
Just
it
don't.
is safe for your kids to watch. It is safe for kids to watch. There's nothing too crazy in there.
Yeah, if I had a kid,
And they
And
want to
they're
watch
like-
this.
5, 6.
Maybe Halloween time? Halloween?
Not really, because frankly, like, the zombies don't look that Halloween-y.
Well, yeah, sure, but
Everything's
it's
pastel and sunny.
It's a
not really
family
Halloween-y.
friendly. I mean, the title zombie, like, okay, here you go. You can watch a movie with zombies in it.
Yeah, if I'm going to go, like, I don't know, clean the house or walk the dog or something and leave the kid to, like, watch something, yeah, I'll throw this on. But there's also a million other things I could throw on that are better.
True. Okay, if you want your kids to know some drama,
Introduce your kids to Romeo and Juliet at a young age. This is the way to go.
exactly, yeah. There you go.
But yeah, I can't see any kid above, I don't know, 6 really enjoying this.
Give or take. I mean, they've obviously have some sort of following if they made 2 more of these.
Yeah. Do you know if they're directed by the same guy?
I do not know. So Zombies 1 versus High School Musical 1. Who's winning? What is winning? If I can talk.
Yeah, I would say hands down this.
Zombies? You'd rather watch Zombies than High School Musical?
Easily.
Zombies 1, Descendants 2. Which one wins?
Zombies 1 or Descendants
2. Yes.
Descendants 2.
Okay.
That fight scene at the end was perfection, dude.
That's what gets it. Okay.
But there's like at least something going on, and there's an effort put towards the movie and the sets. It wasn't good. It didn't turn out good, but there was something there. Here, it just felt like you said, like empty.
So what I'm getting is that you're probably ranking Descendants 1, 2, 3 as the top for you right now from what we've watched or reviewed.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and then you probably put Zombies in the middle, and then High School Musical to follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. High School Musical is just, I don't know. It's a fine baseline, but like as far as these 7 movies go, it's got the least interesting premise to offer.
Yep.
What are your thoughts?
How I would rank it?
Yeah.
All those 7 movies.
Just the 7.
Just these 7. Okay. Well, Descendants 1, Descendants 3.
I'm with you so far. He's thinking, folks. He's thinking.
It's really hard because Descendants
I see
2,
the one vein just pulsing away.
It's a toss-up between this, Descendants 2, and High School Musical 1.
Ooh.
High School Musical 1 does have some...
Are you talking songs?
Yeah. Just some of those songs. First time I watched High School Musical, and I was like, okay.
The choreography was a bit tighter in High School Musical.
But this, it's kind of like, okay, like I could see some of that. Descendants 2 is my least favorite of the Descendants, but, there's still some funness to it because it's the old Disney characters.
Yeah.
And obviously High School Musical 2 and 3 are at the end, or 3
Yeah.
then 2.
Okay, yeah.
High School Musical 2 is obviously, unless we make that movie about that dog busting
out, just taking a spoon and digging out.
I've been here for days. Just
Disney-
locked me up in this.
Disney, please bring
office.
Kenny Ortega back for that movie.
I finally made it out. These kids are singing and dancing again. I gotta take them out.
Get Paul Giamatti to voice the dog.
I gotta do this for Madden.
Hey, guys. I'm a dog.
All right. Well, on that note, this has been another terrible episode of the Backseat Critics.
We're working on things.
Please like and subscribe when you get the chance.
Yeah, you can find us anywhere, pretty much anywhere. We're on Pocket Casts. We're on Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts.
Shout out to our 20
Spotify.
followers that we have. We love you guys.
The 20 people who have listened to our episodes, last episodes. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We out.
Yeah.